Is it possible that this scale can compete against the mighty Acaia Pearl? I recently made a couple of videos about the Café de Kona mocha pot that they sent to me. But when they sent me the mocha pot, in the box there was also another item, a coffee scale. I actually asked them about this product that I saw on their Instagram page right after they contacted me about the mocha pot. To trigger my curiosity about this coffee scale was the dual screen feature, where also the other person in front of you can see the time and the weight at the same time as you do while you are brewing your coffee. I was interested because this could have been a nice feature to show during competition, so that the judge in front of me can follow my brewing method while I'm brewing, and this to increase the overall experience. But this feature can be applied in a cafe kind of environment with the same purpose, but with a customer in front of you instead. While this could have been a nice feature, my main interest is always towards the quality of the scale. Now, I've been trying different scales in the past: Felicita, Timor, Hario, Hiroya, D-Fluid, Brewista, Fellow, Rhinoware, and of course Acaia, which for me is the best in terms of durability and performance. Many of these scales that I mentioned failed me. Pure resolution, no durability, and also lack of accuracy. At the point that Acaia aside, I cannot really suggest any other scale. So when I got the scale in my hands and I started to brew with it, my reaction was, oh my god, this is awesome. The sensitivity and the accuracy of this scale is outstanding. High speed response and no blind spot. I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I couldn't. I cannot say it's better than Acaia yet, but it's very close. The weight range goes from 0.3 to 2 kilograms, like the Acaia, which is pretty standard for a coffee scale, and the 0.1 division so that you can be very accurate. Now let's talk about how the scale is built. It is pretty light and the body is made of ABS, that is basically a thermoplastic that is largely used in several industries, let's say from computer keyboard keys to Lego. It has a good thermal and chemical stability, also toughness and strength. It has a nice finish and the LED screen is very visible. As I said, the scale is quite light and of course it weighs less than an Acaia Pearl. Underneath it has a couple of silicone pads to avoid scratching on the counter and also to give more stability. You can use it with the internal battery that is rechargeable with a USB Type-C, but also you can power it with 3 AAA batteries. Size-wise is good, is enough for coffee brewing, and I also use it to make espresso with my machine. These scale functions are controlled with 2 buttons. There is the on and off button to turn on the scale, but also to start and stop the timer, to zero the timer with a double click, and to turn off the scale by holding the button. The cool feature about this scale compared to the Acaia is that if you accidentally stop the timer while you're brewing your coffee, which it happens, if you wait a second and then press again the button, the timer restarts from where it stops, which is great. Acaia doesn't do that. On the other side there is a third button which is useful for zero the weight, and by holding it for a couple of seconds you can turn on or off the second screen. Now, if I want to be a bit meticulous, the only downside of this dual screen is that if I'm brewing with a big server, I actually cover the second screen while I'm brewing. I don't know if this is a big problem, I don't think so, but it's good to mention it.